Hey, what's up, y'all? Today I'm gonna be discussing some of the complaints I've heard about Dragon Ball Super Broly. I haven't heard many complaints about it, but there is some complaints where people are like, I don't like it this much about that movie or this and that, you know what I mean? So today I'm gonna just be addressing some of those things that I feel like you're just not really giving it a fair chance. So, so one of the biggest complaints I hear about this movie is, oh yeah, it's not, it doesn't have the most complex plot, or the plot isn't really that interesting or deep. When the fuck has Dragon Ball ever had a deep and interesting plot? Like, honestly, you really don't watch Dragon Ball for the plot. I mean, the plot is really important, but like, you don't really watch it for deep, complex stories. You really watch it to just to see the fights, really. The plot is really important, but it's not like the thing that's driving Dragon Ball. It's not really a key factor in what makes Dragon Ball so popular. The other thing I hear is, some people complain about Broly's character and how he's like a shit character, which I really don't understand. I don't understand where you're coming from at all. Like, he's not complex and stuff, but like, did you see the villain we had last time? Are you fucking serious? So anyway, another complaint that I really hear about that I really don't get is Bardock's character. People are like, oh yeah, they changed Bardock's character so much. Oh, it's so different. He's such a lame ass now, and it's like, he really doesn't, like, didn't change that much. Like, I don't understand, like, he really just did not change that much. I actually prefer his character in this one because he was more level headed, and he was like, the whole predicting the future shit was just fucking dumb to me, honestly. The race that gave him the powers to predict the future, it was just fucking stupid, honestly. So him going on gut instincts instead, knowing that Frieza is an evil bastard, is kind of makes more sense than him getting fucking futuristic powers from some dead alien race. Another thing I hear people talk about is, why didn't Goku use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? Now, this is hard to explain, but basically, Toriyama, the writer of the Dragon Ball manga, Toyotaro, I think his name, Toriyama gives him notes. He doesn't give them full script, so as long as it begins and ends in the exact same place, anything in the middle is different. That's why the anime and the manga are completely different, except for the beginning and the end parts of it. So Blue Kaioken did not appear in the manga, which also means that the anime really isn't canon. I mean, it is, but it's not like Toriyama didn't write that. But Toriyama wrote this movie, and he didn't use Kaioken Blue at all. Toriyama had a big part in this movie, and he did not even consider Kaioken Blue. He didn't write it, so why would he put it in the movie? Another thing that I hear people complain about is Frieza's lightheartedness. Frieza's how he was joking about the want to become 5 centimeters taller, or whatever it was. I don't really have a problem with this. Frieza being more lighthearted as like a reoccurring villain isn't really that much. Doesn't really bother me as much as it bothers other people. I mean, he's still evil. He's killed Paragus just to see if Broly can go Super Saiyan. So it's not like he's not evil again. Another thing I hear, well, I never heard it, but me personally, when I heard the little wrestler announcements in the background during the music, everybody who's seen this movie knows what I'm talking about. Personally, I didn't like it when it first came out, but then I started to appreciate it more, as this really isn't a movie you take that seriously. It's just a fun movie overall. It's not really something you're supposed to like look into like very deeply. It's just a fun movie. Some people complain about Paragus' death and how it's really lighthearted and it's not really taken that seriously. Personally, I think some people are right on that, honestly. That death was taken way too lightheartedly. And I really personally didn't care about Paragus when he died, but some people did apparently. I heard some really complain about the CGI also, which really did not look that bad. It looked fucking 10 times better than any other anime, honestly. And some people complain about other characters not showing up, like Gohan and Goten and Trunks. What the fuck would they have done? There was no reason for them to show up at all. And that's it, really. I mean, those are just some of the complaints I've heard. Not many, but just some. And I've been out here a damn person complain about the fights.